All right, guys, you are welcome once again. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad to have you on board again. Once again, my name remains Olale Uluadamlola Olawale. Like I said in the last video, I'm privileged to be the CEO of Godswealth store and the founder of Godswealth Academy and the lead instructor of Ecom Success System and also the lead instructor of Jewett Tech Media. I hope the last video really blessed you. And in this video, we will continue from where we stopped. In the last video, we talked about what a domain is and what a server is, what hosting is, the difference between a domain and a server, right? We talked about www, which is the World Wide Web. We talk about the URL and a lot of things there, and we introduce ourselves into what a domain is and what are the types of domain. Why do we need to go for a specific domain when we are about creating a website? What are the type of domain that suits a specific purpose? So we'll have to continue from there in this training, and I'll try as much as possible to make this training to be very short, very short. And in this training now, we'll be talking about how you can get a domain, how you can get a hosting, what are the implications, what are the cost implications of getting a domain, and what are the cost implications of getting a hosting. Why do you need to get the domain, and why do you need to get a hosting? Now, let me start from the last thing I said. The major reason why you want to get a domain and the major reason why you want to get a hosting is just that as a web designer, there is always a saying that you can't give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. As a web designer, you should personally have a website. And for you to have a website, we've been able to establish in our last video that you need a hosting and you need a domain. So that is one of the major reasons why you have to get a domain for yourself, for your brand, for your, for your niche, for your business and the likes. So you need a domain for your business, for your intention, for your files to be readily available for your users and potential clients on the internet. What I mean is that, like the site you're seeing on screen, these people are having a lot of files, and because they already got a domain, which is namecheap.com, all their files are easily accessible to anyone, anywhere. We've established this in our last video. So you want to get a domain to get started. So if you really want to function effectively in this training, it is very imperative. It is very important that you get a domain for yourself and you get a hosting for yourself. I know someone is asking that, how do I get a domain or how do I get a hosting? And if you have been into this business mode, you have been into this skill aspect of tech before, maybe you have your own domain. So if you have your domain and you have your hosting, then you don't have a problem at this point. But if you're just getting started and you want to follow this training to the end, then you want to get a domain and you want to get a hosting. You want to get a domain and you want to get a hosting. So you don't want to joke with this. Now, this video will be introducing us into every tools and every resources we need to have for us to effectively follow this training. So the first thing is your domain and your hosting. And like I told you in the last video that domains are being sold. Okay, I'm not sure I said that in the last video. Domains are being sold by what we call this server company, reseller company, server company. They sell to you domains, they sell to you hosting. They create a hosting package for you. They make available your hosting. Now, we'll be going into it fully now. So for you to get your domain and for you to get your hosting, you can easily get it from a lot of places. But I will only be introducing you to some of the places I've used, in my journey in this web design journey. Some of the places I've used that I can easily trust and I can easily recommend. Yeah, we have a lot of web hosting company out there. We have a lot of web hosting company out there. But the truth of the matter remains that there are a lot of things that comes around them. There are a lot of things that comes around them. So I'll be introducing us to some of these companies now that I can easily recommend, and I'll also be showing us the best way to get these things at a very, very, very cheap price. So if you wait to the end of this video, then you are very sure that you would have been able to get an information as per how you can get a domain and a hosting for a very, very cheap price, and also how you can easily access all the resources we'll be using in this video. Like I said in the last video, that when I'm dropping things like this, I do not know where and when I'm going to be dropping this information. But if you follow me to the end of this video, then you are very sure that you would have been able to know how you can get all these resources to yourself. All these resources to you. So the first place I'll be talking about is what I call Namecheap. And Namecheap is a reseller company, is a server provider. Namecheap is a server provider. So Namecheap is a reputable server, hosting provider company. They are very reputable. They are very, very, very reputable. They're very, very reputable. Very, very reputable, and their customer care is also very, very, very good. It's very, very, very good. So if you want to get a domain from Namecheap, all you need to do, the same process is applicable to all of them. So I'll be using Namecheap as a case study currently now. So along the line, I'll also be introducing us to other ones, but I may not be repeating what I will be doing in Namecheap. So let's say your name is Bolaji, and you just want to get a domain like BJ. You just want to get a domain like BJ. So like bj.com. So you want to come here and type bj.com to search if that's the first thing you want to do. You want to search if that domain is available before you even think of hosting. So it's gonna search through the algorithm of this database, this platform, to see if bj.com is available. Now, as you can see, bj.com is not available. This bj.com has been registered since 1994, and you can't get bj.com. I told you yesterday that if you want to get a domain, a business name, and a domain name, I already showed you the two you can use to generate a domain name and the like. So now that you've seen that bj.com is not really available, so you want to coin it, and probably maybe since your name is Bolaji, you can say blj.com. So let's see if blj.com will be available. So we are searching currently. So I think blj.com is available. I think it's available. Oh, it's also not available. We have, the thing is, and I'm doing this so as for you to see what I'm talking about. Now, blj.com is not available. Look at some of these domains that I'm talking about. Now, you see that there are very short and unique domains. Like I showed you yesterday, fb.com. Like I showed you in the last training, rather, fb.com is a very unique, special domain that most of these domains are not readily available because people have been able to search over time for this domain and they've been able to secure it. So you can see now that blj.com, okay, let's say maybe you're into technology. So let's see, you want to get something like, okay, your name is, Gabriel. So you want to get something like g.tech. So let's see if it is available. Let's see if g.tech is available. So let's see. Wow. Interesting. G.tech is available. So let's say you are into technology, maybe you sell gadgets and the likes, and you're into technology and you want to get a domain for your brand, and probably the name of your brand is like G-Tech, so you want to get a domain like G.tech. Now, this is telling you that if you want to buy this domain, which is G.tech, this domain is available for $16,250. Someone is saying, come on. Right? Is because this domain is a niche domain. When I'm saying niche, that is a specific domain that is specified to technology. So this domain is very, very costly. So if you want to get a client to, probably you are the client or you have a client that wants to get G.tech, obviously that this domain is very, very costly. So if the client can pay it, all well and good, but if he can't, then you want to suggest other domains for them. But I don't know why you want to go with G.tech. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm just showing you this for you to see what this thing is all about. So let's say we've been able to, okay, let's go for another one. Let's just go for another one. Let's say Okay, we are not going for G.tech now. Let's see, we are going for, and this thing is applicable across all other hosting companies. See, gtech.com is registered since 1990. So let's say gtech1.com. gtech1.com. Let's see if this is available. I hope this is available. I think it is. Oh, it's not also as available. We have it. It has been registered since 2010. Awesome. So let's say gtech11.com. I'm not putting out today, but you want to do the due diligence before coming over here to check for some of these domains. So, and I already showed you how you can do the due diligence and see if it is available. So, gtech1, you see now, you see the strategy, you see the procedure, you see the how like the mystery to some of these things. That simply means the person that has chosen this gtech 11 must have tried probably gtech 1 before and it wasn't available, so he tried gtech 11. Currently we also have tried gtech 11 and we are seeing that this thing has been registered since 2018. Come on, is that cool? So let's change it to something like training. Okay, let's say web tech. Okay, I'm not putting hard to this, so just follow me. So let's see webtech.org. Let's see .org. So let's see if this is available. So if it is available, then we proceed. Wow, you see now, you see this domain as well is saying $4,899 if you are gonna get this domain. So we don't want something like that, so let's just use something very simple. Let's just say dummy2.org. So let's see if this is available. Awesome. Now I want to get dummy2.org now. Okay, I wish to create a website probably for myself and the likes, and currently, and I'm just coming up with dummy2. Okay, I'm going with dummy2. So I've come to this place and I've checked dummy2.org is available. So how much is the price of this dummy2.org? How much is the price if I'm gonna get this domain? So that is $9.18. $9.18. That's an approximate of like 5,000. So if you are gonna be getting the domain, so you'll be getting it for roughly 5,000. That's good. That's very cheap, right? That's very good, cheap. So just follow me in. Let me show you some other things. So now you've been able to get the domain. So what you want to do is just to come over here and add it to cart. And when you add it to cart, automatically you see it on your cart here. You see dummy2.org has been added to cart. So you want to check your cart. So view your cart. Okay. So you see now the domain registration, and this for 1 year. So that simply means the domain will be valid for a year. So that's interesting. I told you about the HTTPS yesterday. There's another name used for HTTPS. We call it SSL. Is the same thing. So the security, I told you that any site you want to build, you have to get security to it. You see, the price of it is $5 per year. $5 per year. So I'll be showing you how you can get some of these things as we move on in this training. So I want you to follow me keenly in this training. So that is that about that. So what you want to do next is to get a hosting. So let's go back and go and check the hosting plans. So let's go and check the hosting plans. So you want to come to share hosting, and you want to share hosting. You want to come to share hosting, and you want to come to share hosting. And you want to come to share hosting. Now you can buy your hosting monthly or yearly, or more than a year. It depends on you, but I always advise my students to always go for a year, because oftentimes you just observe that if you subscribe for like a month or 2 months, within the space of time you just discover that you've not done anything before. Everything just go up like that. So you want to go for a year. So what I want to do now is to check. Now they are saying, let's see what their hosting package is all about. They are saying, okay, they're gonna be giving you the hosting for $2. Like you're paying for rent, you're paying for accommodation, you're paying to occupy a space, you're paying for a space in the building. So like we talked about it yesterday in the last video, that hosting is like a dedicated server a space you're occupying in the here. So they are telling you that for a month they will be giving you that space for $2. So if that be the case, for 12 months that will be $24, right? That will be $24. And what are the things you will see in that hosting? What are the packages? So you'll be having access to 3 websites. You'll be having access to 20 gig space. You'll be having access to free CDN, and those are the things you're having access to. So that simply means if you are adding this, so let's add this, let's get started, and let's add it to cart. Let's say we are adding this to cart now. We already have our domain in our cart. So let's see how much you'll be paying in total. How much you'll be paying in total for you to get this hosting and domain. So we've been able to pick a host, a hosting package, and and a domain. So how much are you paying in total if you're going to be getting your hosting and domain? So you're going to be paying $31 in total, $31.24 in total. Come on, that's small. Someone is saying, "Oh, Dami, don't tell me that it's not small, right?" I can understand. I can easily understand. I was once in that shoe at a point in time, but don't be scared. I've tried as much as possible to see that everything works for you in this training. So that is only if you can follow me to the end. Then I'll show you the secret to getting some of these things. So now that simply means you'll be spending around $32. And how much is $32 currently? Let's just convert it. Let's say $32. So let's say $32 to naira. So let's just say $32 to naira, and let's see what that is equivalent to. So let's say maybe $1 is 500 naira. $1 is 500 naira. So what the conversion rate we look like. Let's see what the conversion rate will look like. So we have let's see what the conversion rate is gonna look like. So $32 to naira, $32 to naira. Coming. So let's see, or let's just use our calculator. So let's just use our calculator and let's multiply it. Let us waste our time. So let's say $1 is 500 naira, right? So we have 500 naira, right? Multiplied by $32. So how much is that? So that is 16,000. So that simply means you're paying 16,000 naira to secure your hosting and your domain, simply because this hosting company is telling you that they want to sell a hosting for you at the rate of $2 in per month. So you get that. So you're paying $31.24, so an approximate of $32, and which is equivalent to 16,000. So let's check some other company. Let's check some other company. So let's go for Bluehost. This is another company I use. Bluehost. They're also very, very reliable. So let's check what their hosting package is all about. Now, this one are saying that they will be collecting from you $2.95 cents per month. So in a year, if you're subscribing for it in a year, and on this one you can only build one website. On the previous one you can build 3 websites. You get it? The Namecheap one, you can build 3 websites on that as in you can build 3 websites on that hosting package. But this one you can only build 1 website. As you can see here, you can only build 1 website on this hosting package. You can only build 1 website on this hosting package. And you are just starting. You want to try different websites. You want to create like 10, 15, 20, 30 websites as you're just starting. You want to continue to practice and the like. So obviously when you get this, you still have to get another one. You get a kind of thing. So, but what is their hosting package? So let's say, okay, you've picked this hosting, this package, which is $2.95, cents for a month. So let's start for the same. Now I ought to tell you, when you start for a domain in a hosting company, as in a hosting company platform, and it is available, obviously when you start for it in any other place, the domain will be available irrespective of where you're starting. So let's check again. Dami2, right? Dami2.org. So let's see how much they are willing to sell their own. Dami2.org. So let's see if this domain is available. And how much are they gonna sell their own? The other one, they said they're selling it, for, let's see what the domain is. Okay, domain registration here is $9.18, 18 cents. So let's see what we have over here. Let's see what. So you see, the domain Namecheap.org is available. We've checked it initially and we know that it's available. So let's see what all our packages is all about. Now, this place now, they're telling you that, okay. So this is what we want to do now. This is what we want to do now. So they're telling you to input your informations and the like. That's not where we are going. So I only want to see, what's the cost implication of getting a hosting and a domain here is all about. So this basic 36 months, you are not going with 36 months, that's 3 years. You're going with 12 months, which is just 1 year. So if you are buying it for, if you are buying a year hosting on this platform, you'll be getting it per month for $4.95. That's approximately $5. So the total amount you're paying for the, hosting price is, $59.40. And for the hosting, for the domain purchase for Namecheap.org, as you can see here, you will be billed $11.88. So let's compare. This one, they are saying you get $11.88 here, and Namecheap is saying they are selling their own $9.18, right? Awesome. So for the hosting, we have $59.40, right? How much is that of Namecheap? Namecheap is saying, okay, for the hosting, come and pay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to look for the hosting fee here again. So I'm trying to look for the hosting fee. So let's just say we removed $10 from this 31. So Namecheap is telling you to come and pay an approximate of $22, whereas Bluehost is telling you to come and pay an approximate of $60. Now you see, so that simply means if you are going to be going with them here, the total amount you'll be paying. So let's just untick all of this. Let's just go for the domain alone. Okay, let's just go for the domain and the hosting alone. So we have the okay, let's see what it is. So we have $54. Okay, $59.11. That's roughly $70 for you to get a hosting, and you are paying $59.40 for you to get a hosting and a domain. Come on, that's roughly $60. So using 500 Naira to $1. Let's see. Let's just clear everything here. Let's clear everything here. So we say 500 times 60, right? So that's 30,000 to get a domain and a hosting. Come on, that's on the high side. So that's that about that. So let's go to another hosting company. This is Godaddy. About Godaddy, the only thing I can advise you come and get from Godaddy is a domain name. Even I'm not sure they even having it is the only domain name I used to get from this place. So I'm not sure they are even having a platform for hosting. You can only get a domain name. So let's see. Okay. Let's still go with our Namecheap.org, right? Let's search if it is available. So you see, www is searching on the World Wide. Oh, awesome! Namecheap.org is available, but for us here in Godaddy, we'll be selling it to you for the rate of, at the rate of $10.17. Oh, come on, that's good, isn't it? It's very cool. So $10. So I can get it here compared to Namecheap. I think Namecheap is still much more cheaper. $9.18. Come on, $1 difference. 500 Naira is still money right there. 500 Naira is still money. So that's about Namecheap. They don't have a web hosting. Another place I can recommend is where I call Siteground. Now, Siteground is a hosting company that I can easily recommend. One of the reasons why I can easily recommend them is that they are very fast. Their hosting is very, very fast. When you host on Siteground, the speed of your website is on the high part. So let's check what their hosting is all about. Let's see. I already recommend them, and I know someone is saying, oh, I want to go with this, but let's see what their hosting is all about. So let's go for web hosting. And let's see what their offer is all about. Awesome. So for their startup, they're gonna be charging you $5 per month, and you can only register. You can only build just one site on it, and also you have 10 gig free space, web space. That is the space you'll be occupying. Like you are getting a system and they're telling you the system is 320 gig hard disk, 250 gig hard disk, and the like. So that's what they will be giving you, 10 gig disk space, and free SSL, and that's just the plan. So that simply means if you are going with this plan, let's see how much you're going to be paying per year. So you want to register a new domain. So let's still go by our dummy. You see the process is still the same thing. .org. The process is still the same thing across all dummy2.org. Okay. So I don't need to write it there. So let me just come and pick my .org from this place. Namecheap.org. So let us just proceed. So the domain registration here is 19. That's $20. Come on. At the place, okay, let's just see what we're talking about. For 12 months, you are getting the total amount you are paying for your hosting is $59.80. That's $60, right? And for your domain registration, they said it is $20. So the total amount you are paying is $79. That's $80. Let's multiply it. Come on. That's good, right? So let's say 80 times 500. 80 times 500. So we have 40,000. So that simply means you want to get a hosting and a domain, you'll be getting it at the rate of 40,000 naira, right? 40,000 naira. That's awesome. Someone is saying, this is becoming something else. No, don't be scared. Just follow me. You just follow me. So let me show you the fourth, or let me say the fifth one I use. These are the 5 hosting companies I have used, I've worked with, and I can easily recommend them. But I'm trying to show you the difference between them, so as for you to know the choice you want to make when you are making any choice. Your choice is very, very important to me. Now, these people are telling you that, okay, you are welcome to QServer web hosting company. So let's go and check what their hosting package is before you even continue. Let's go and check what their hosting package is before you even continue. So let's see what their hosting package is. Awesome. I think they are still, in one way or the other, manageable. They are telling you that for complete a year, you will be paying just 7,000. Well, let me quickly tell you, this web hosting company is a Nigeria-based web hosting company. And I've used them at least maybe twice or thrice now, and I've tested what they are capable of. I can easily recommend them. But let's see what they are up to. They're telling you that, okay, your storage space will be 2 gig. That is somehow. But the amount I'll be paying in a year is 7,000. Come on. Okay. I can have 5 subdomains and cPanel. I'm being given 8 gig bandwidth. Now the thing is, their price is pocket friendly, right? But their package is not really encouraging. Now, I already told you. Now, if you get a system that is around maybe 250 gig hard disk, you can't compare yourself with someone who is getting a system that is 1 terabyte disk hard disk. You can't compare yourself with someone that is having a system that is 500 gig hard disk. Is that correct? Now, that is the difference. Now, this Bluehost is telling you that they will be giving you 10 gig, right? These ones, a QServer is telling you that they will be giving you 2 gig. Namecheap is telling you that they will be giving you 20 gig, if I'm right, 20 gig. Now, imagine, out of all of this, now, I told you that this training is only to show you the resources you'll be needing, where you can get it and how you can get it, and how you can be a smart person. Even as at when you will be getting, job and, project from people. So how do you manage the fee, the commitment fee, what your customer is paying you, so that you won't spend all the money they've given to you on web hosting and buying domain for your client? You have to be very, very strategic in what you do, most especially when you're making the choice of a domain and a hosting package and where you are getting it from. Now, we've seen that, which is around, let's see, the highest we've seen here is 40,000 naira, and someone is telling us here that, okay, you can come and pay 7,000 naira. Awesome, but I'll be giving you only 2 gig storage space. That's good, right? Okay, let's see if we can go for the second one, which is business. That's 12,000, but I'll be giving you 10 gig. This one is saying this is now becoming serious, right? Yes, it is, but it is not serious. It's not as serious as you think. Now, I already show you how you can get started. Now, the thing about this website as well is that you'll be given a free .com.ng domain alongside with a 7,000 error. Alongside with a 7,000 error. So you'll be given a free domain, which is a .com.ng domain, right? Alongside with a 7,000 error. That's good as well. But the storage space is very small. Now, why don't I really love this package? It's just because it depends on what you're building and what you intend to do. Let me give this analogy in a minute. Now, if I'm a video editor, and that simply suggests that over time I'll be having a kind of heavy files. Maybe I go on a location and I cover a program. I cover a program, and after I'm done with the program, when I want to transfer the videos I've been able to record into my system, this video is around 5 gig, 10 gig. Now imagine I'm using a 80 gig hard disk. Do you tell me how many times will I have to go to a location before that hard disk is filled up? And the same thing applicable here. It depends on the kind of files you want to put on your hosting platform. That will determine what type of package you want to go for. If it is that you're building a website for probably an e-commerce website, or a website whereby you'll be having videos, you'll be having big pictures, heavy pictures and the likes, then this package is not encouraging at all. It is not encouraging at all. Is that okay? Is that clear? So what you want to choose is dependent on what you want to do. But on a general context, and this is one of the reasons why I stopped using QServer. I only use this for a friend who was just getting started, and they're not having much to do. They're not having much to do. But when I have a very big and heavy business, a website to build, I can come and use this. Now, what is the way out? What is the way out? What is the way out? Now, these are the tools and these are the platforms you can easily get your domain and your hosting. But because I kept you in mind, I kept you in my heart while I was planning for this training, I've tried my possible best to make available for you something that will be friendly to you. If you follow me in this training till the end of this video, you get to realize what I'm talking about. So before then, let me quickly introduce you to some other tools we'll be using in this training. So one thing I would like you to do, and this will be your assignment number one. Now, some websites will always require payment option on it. Like you go to jumia.com now, jumia.com.ng now, you go to konga.com.ng now, you realize that most of the are visitors to this website. Jumia.com.ng is a website whereby you can easily come and make a purchase. And if you are going to be making a purchase, that simply means a commercial activity is going on there and payment integration is needed. Now, how do you integrate payment portal? How do you create a website that has a payment portal? How do you create a website that people can easily make payments on? How do you create a website for a client or for yourself whereby even while you are sleeping, people can come to that website and make payments? How do you link your bank accounts, bank details with your website? How can people come to your website and, transact on your website and you just be hearing gong, 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 gong? How do you get these things done? That's what I want to be into, and that is why we'll be using this tool. I know majority of us that are probably into programming and maybe web design before me, and one way or the other might have come across this, and some of us who are not web developer must have come across what we call Paystack, because oftentimes in our journey we must have used Paystack to pay money on the platform or the other, be it your school fees, be it for an order you made and the like. So Paystack company is a what's it called? Payment processor company. They are payment processor company, and the owner of Paystack is an African. So Paystack is available to almost all the African countries. So if you want to be taking payment from people, visitors from all the African company, then I recommend Paystack. Now, what you want to do as an assignment is to go to Paystack and create a free account. It is self-explanatory, and you can easily get it done on your own. Just make available all the necessary information, and I tell you, everything you want to do here is self-explanatory. If need be, you can easily drop it on the group if you are finding it difficult to pay, to create an account over here. You're finding it difficult. All you want to do is just to come over here, pick your country, your business name, your first name, and the likes. And when you put it in, you put your email address, your legit phone number, password, then you create an account. Now, are you a software developer or you're not a software developer? If you're a software developer, now one of the major reasons why I've come across in my journey why they put this on this is that over the years, Paystack has been recruiting developer, for them to also upgrade what they are doing and the like. So they have the database of their clients, of their user who are web developers. So you have a first-hand, opportunity to working with, Paystack. So if you're a web developer, software developer, then you want to choose I am. But if you are not, just choose I'm not. Then you click on create my account, and you just follow the step. But if you want me to do a video on how you can get that done, I can also do that, and I will drop it for you so that you can see the step by step. But you should be able to do it yourself. And another thing you want to do is to create an account. Now, that's for African countries. What if your clients or you yourself want to collect money from other countries? Probably you want to be collecting money in dollars and the likes. How do you get that done? You can only collect in, African currency on Paystack, in Naira and the likes. So for you to get that done, then you will be in need of what I call the Flutterwave. So all you want to do is just to come. This is my dashboard on Flutterwave. I just create this, I think, maybe some days ago. I have another account on Flutterwave that I use. I just create. Now, why you want to use Flutterwave is that Flutterwave accommodates all other countries apart from African. Yeah, you can use it as an African person as well. But if you want to be receiving payments beyond Africa. Now, as we move on in this training, I'll be showing you how you can be integrating all this platform and these resources into your website, and you can start getting payments and you can start receiving credit alert and the likes. So when you create an account, this is what your dashboard will look like. Now, another important of this Flutterwave is that you can easily create an ATM card, a card. Oftentimes majority of us do have this challenge of, using our card to do transaction. Majority of us want a dollar card. We are fed up with the Naira card and the likes. You can easily come over here and create a card. You see it? Put in your card name, that is when you've been able to create an account. So what you want to do is just to go to www.flutterwave.com. You see, these are my lighting, www.flutterwave.com. Okay, let me even copy it and let me show you what the interface will look like. So www.flutterwave.com. So you come over to a place like this, www.flutterwave.com. Okay. So you see, and you click on this create account like you did in that Paystack. It is self-explanatory as well. You see, the procedure is still the same. It's your first name, your trading name, which is your business name, email address, which country are you coming from, how did you hear about Flutterwave, get a referral code and the likes. This is my own account, this is my own account details and the likes. So if you need my referral code, you can. Though that will turn into money to me, but that's not where I'm going to now. What I'm going to is to impart value into you and to help you get things started as soon as possible. Because at the end of this video and in our next video, we'll start to build, beautiful and professional website. So there is that about that. So you want to come over to this. So you have two assignments: create an account with Paystack, create an account with Flutterwave. So when you've been able to create an account with Flutterwave, you can easily come over here and you create a card. You can use that card anywhere, any moment, anytime. So you can create a general card, you can create a Facebook card. I only use this Facebook card to fund my Facebook ad accounts anytime I want to run an ad. Anytime I want to run an advertisement, so I only use this. And for you to create the account, you'll be charged a card insurance, issuance fee of just 15 naira, just 15 naira. So imagine you having a kind of virtual card. You don't need to be going here and there. The only thing is that you can't use this card to withdraw money from the ATM gallery. You can use this card to make a lot of transactions online. So when you are having a day doing a lot of things, or you want to be receiving payments across the globe, you want to have a Flutterwave account. So again, if you're having an issue creating a Flutterwave account, you can easily let me know in the support group, in the training group, and I'll show you. I'll do a video as per how you can create a Flutterwave account. So these are the things you have in Flutterwave, where you see your transactions. Okay, I told you this is a new new account. You see your refund, if you've been refunded, and like this thing you'll be seeing blank because it's a new account. You see your customers, you see your balance, you see your transfer, your sub accounts. So if you want to create card, you come to this card, and if you want chat bags and the likes. We will not be talking extensively on this here. Just go and create an account with them. So that is that about that. So that's another two major tools we'll be using in this business, in this journey. So another thing is, when you are creating a website, we'll be using what we call the CMS, the content management system. And for you to make use of the CMS, now this web design training is a training that next you, like I told you, that in 30 minutes, in 20 minutes, in an hour, in 45 minutes, you can finish a complete website. I mean a complete website. This age is going to an era whereby, or let me say, this age is experiencing a kind of drastic change whereby things are becoming very, very easy. So you don't need to know a lot of line of codes before you can create a website again. We have another approach to creating a professional, beautiful, highly responsive, both on mobile, desktop, and tablet website within the space of 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how versatile you are to using the tools. So that is that about it. So to get things done, some of the things we'll be using, some of the plugins. So we'll be going fully into that very, very soon in our next video, where we'll be talking about plugins, themes, plugin themes and cPanels. I'll be introducing us fully into that. So, but let me quickly prepare your mind for what you'll be meeting in the next video. So we'll be talking about the themes, we'll be talking about the plugins. So what are plugins? Okay, I'm already getting trained up, but I'll not be going into that fully. Plugins are tools that you can use on your content management system, which is a CMS that adds more functionality to your website. So you want to create a website that has a kind of Google map. You want to create a website that has a kind of a payment integration where you can receive payment. You want to create a website that has a kind of calendar where you can easily create a calendar and people can come over there and see what your activities and your calendar of activity is. You want to create a website that is that has a kind of booking website. You want to create a kind of website that has a kind of tracking features. The future of your website will determine the kind of plugins you want to use. So what we use to add all this functionality is what we call the plugins. So one of the plugins we'll be using in the course of our training is what we call the Elementor. And for you to get the Elementor, you only need to come to where we call the elementor.com.pro/pro. We have the free version and we have the pro version. Now the free version is having a kind of limitation in what you can do with it. But when you get the pro version, you see the beauty. You use the beauty, if that is permitted. You see the future. So let's see what the future of these things are. So Elementor is a page builder and is a plugin. So you use Elementor to build your different pages. We talked about pages in our last video. That is, our website is a collection of different pages. So for you to build these pages, what do you need? You need plugins, you need page builder. So Elementor is a page builder. And what can you do with Elementor? Elementor is a drag and drop, page builder, and it helps you to build a responsive website. And this Elementor Pro is having, a lot of widgets, a lot of pro template. Now, these templates are templates that makes it possible, like I said the other time, that within 15 minutes and 20 minutes, you can easily finish a complete website. Now, when I'm saying that, that simply means something has been made available for you. All you need to do is just to drag and drop, customize, design, and give it to your taste. So he's having 90 plus basic pro widgets. He's having 300 plus basic and pro templates. Now that simply means you are having access to nothing less than 300 plus templates. So you want to create a kind of how will I put it now? You want to create a kind of okay, let me show you something. If time will permit me. Okay, let me show you something on my website. Okay, so let's see. So as for you to understand what I'm talking about very, very well. So, okay. So I'm logging into my website now, into the back end of my website. I'm logging into the back end of my website. Okay, this is the back end of my website, and I will not really be showing you much. These are the things you'll be having access to, and these are the things I will be, showing you in the long run. These are the things I'll be showing you in the long run. So what I want to do is to create a new page. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Create a new page. So let's create a new page here. So we are creating a new page, and let's call it testing. I want to show you what I'm talking about. So this testing, and let us launch it. Let us just launch it. Let us publish the page, and let us edit. This is the Elementor we are talking about now. Let's edit it with Elementor. We want to create a page now. We have already started the training. I'm trying to create this eagerness in you, this thirst in you, for you to see the possibilities, things that are possible. Now, we are creating a page now. Now, if we are creating a page now, is either you start the page from the beginning, or you just leverage on something that has been done earlier. So what I want to do here is to just come over here and add template. Now I'll be showing you what this Elementor Pro. I'm using Elementor Pro here. Now look at this. So let's say you want to create a kind of restaurant website. All you need to do is just to come over here. You see it? You see this? You see this kind of thing? So you see something that has been done for you. So you don't need to think of the design concepts, the features and the like. So let me just say, okay, I'm okay. You see the map, all the features and the likes. Let me just insert this entire page. Okay, connect. All right. So just give me a minute. I will sum the through here now. So let me just connect it with my template library, and it has been connected. It is successful. The connection is successful now. So I'll be downloading the entire template, and I'll be showing you how easy it can be for you to finish a complete website in 15 minutes. So it's still loading. Oh, my network free me. Awesome. You see what I'm talking about now? Why you need to get that too? You see the website. Now, for this website to go, live, now all I need to just do is just to come to this place and update, and it will be published automatically. If it is done like this now, let me just open it. Now I will copy the link of this thing that we've just done. Now I'll copy it and drop it in the group, so as for you to see. Now you can click on that link anytime, any moment, any day, any hour. Then you will see what that website is, what we've just created in like 2 minutes that we are talking now. You see how that website is looking like. So let's say, okay, let's just say, okay, this is what we want. I'll have to come back here, and I have to change some settings. And let's see, okay. So these general settings and the likes. So let's just So the website is live now, so anyone can see this entire thing that we've done anywhere. And so that will be your third assignment. I want you to check this and come back to the group and tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. You just come back to the group and tell me what you see. So this is the website, right? This is it. So let's see what this is giving us. So what I want to do now is to come over here. These are the widgets and the thing we are talking about. So to come over here, and I'm not hiding the title bar, but I want to change this to Elementor Canva. Elementor Canva. So it's gonna change that platform, that interface for me. Then we come over here. Now we already started training. I'm still introducing you to what you need. And how you can get it, and what is the implication of getting it. So you see, this is still loading. Isn't that cool? I'll be dropping the link to this website we've just created in a minute. You see the website, you see how beautiful it is. Wow. Our sweets, tasty food set inside the lovely coffee house. Now, who don't want this? Who have the whole of time, 50 hours, 1 month to be designing just a page? Now, what I will do now is to copy this and drop it. I will drop it on the WhatsApp group now, so as for you to see. So that is what this is saying. This 300, basic, the 300 plus basic and pro templates. You see, these are the features. So how do you get this? You get these just for $49. That is the amount I used to get this. $49, right? $49. And if you want to go for, and you can only use it on one website. On just one website. That's just the disadvantage. So I did not go for one website. That of one website, because I've put a lot of things into consideration. So I opted in for the one that can last me long, and also the one that can serve the purpose for which I want it. So I did not go for that of $49. I'll be telling you about that very, very soon. That's one of the plugins. We will also be using what we call the Thrive, the Thrive Suits, And how much is you see, this one also is having all the Thrive Teams plugin, Thrive Team Builder, that's the page builder, unlimited support and the like. I've gotten this as well, and I have that installed on my website as well. We'll be using that in the course of the training to be designing some, beautiful website. Time will not permit me to be going into all of that. So let me quickly go. Okay. So I'll be dropping it on the group. So that's two. So this one is $90. The other one is $49, right? So we have the, we have the Thrive Architect. I've talked about the Thrive Architect. And we have the Avada as well. We have the Avada. I'll be using the Avada team as well. We'll be using the Avada team as well. We'll be using the Avada team. We'll be using the the DV team. We'll be using the DV team as well. So there is that about us. So let's quickly see what we are talking about as we round up this training. So the DV team builder, and we'll be okay. So we'll be using this to build some beautiful websites. So let's see what the cost implication of it is as well. Pricing. So let's see what the cost implication of it is. So if you'll be getting the DV team builder, currently they are running the promo, but then when I got it, it was $89, but currently they're running the promo. So you'll be getting it for $70 in a year. Someone is saying, all this money is too much. Don't worry, it's not too much. I'll show you how you can overcome all of these very, very soon. And you see, this one is having hundreds of website pack. And if you'll be going for, the one that has the lifetime, this is one I'm using, the lifetime access, because this one you have to be renewing it every year, every now and then. That is why you see here, when I logged in into my database the other time, that is why you see here. Okay, let me just go back. For you to see that this thing I'm talking about, I'm also using it. I'm not just telling you to come over here and, I'm not telling you what I don't do. I'm using it. I'm using it. I'm using it. So let me just exit this. What's it called? This page. Let me just exit this page. Yeah, let me just exit this page so I can see you. I can show you what the Divid Team Builder is. So the Divid Team Builder and the Divid Team is more or less, that's the team. We'll be talking more about team and the likes. I just want to show you that I'm currently using the Divid Team Builder also on my website. I've shown you that of Avada. I've shown you that of, Tribe Architect and Elementor. Now, all of this thing is going to cost you a lot. If the Divid Team Builder is $70, the Elementor Pro is $49. The Tribe what's it called? Team is $90. Now you can add all of that in addition to your hosting and domain. You'll be spending a lot of money. Now let me give you the solution. Let me show you the solution. Putting you in my heart, as in considering you while I was planning this training for this batch as well, I know what what's it called? The society is saying currently, and I know you may not really have this huge amount of money, considering the fact that you need this to get started. You need the the domain and the hosting to get started. I've tried as much as possible to get a subsidy for you from one of the hosting company, and the domain purchasing company that I use for my students. But the catch to it is that this is only available for the next 25%. As in, it's only available for only 25%. That simply means the first 25 to take an action will be the one to benefit from this. Now, what is this offer? The offer is that if you want to get all of the team, you can easily go to all the places I've shown you to get all of these things by yourself. All well and good, it's cool. The thing is, you'll still be having access to the entire training till we end this training, right? But obviously, if you are not getting these things and these plugins, the hosting and the domain, then you will not be able to fully participate, effectively follow us up in this training. And you can see and you can agree with me that if you are going to be following us up and if you're going to be doing it on your own, you can just do it on your own. You have the liberty. It doesn't stop you from learning from this training. You see how we are going to be building all these websites, like we've done one currently in this training now, in this video now. You see how we are going to be building different type of websites using all of these themes, plugins, and on this hosting with respect to the domains. But if you don't have it, you can't partake in it. So you can easily, before the next video, before you watch the next video, you can easily go to Namecheap, go to Keys Server, Bluehost, and the likes to get your domain and your hosting. But you know what the cost implication is? You'll be spending within the range of $30 to $70 to get some of these things. So after I've been able to speak with my hosting company and leveraging on the influence, I've been able to make available for you both the hosting and the domain. If you'll be part of the first 25%, as in the 25% that the 25 slots have been given, if you're going to be part of it, then that simply means those 25 person will be buying their domain and their hosting, for just a token of 6,500 naira. Someone is saying, "Whoo, yes," but there is a catch to it. It's only for the fast action takers. So it is very possible that tomorrow morning you come and I tell you that there is no more slot. It's very possible that in the next 2 days or 3 days, 1 week, you come and I tell you that there is no more slot. It's only for the fast action taker, because I told them that I will be training students for free, and I know one of the things that may be limiting my students is the cost implication of getting the tools to implement what they are learning, and they agree, but they only gave 25 slots. So the first 25 to take action, if you want to get your domain and your hosting, you can easily message me directly. You can easily message me directly or send a mail to uh, Godswealth20.com. The mail address I dropped on the group, Godswealth20.com. Godswealth20.com. If you want to be part of the first 25, that will be getting his or her domain for 6,005. Now, someone is asking that what is the future of this domain and the hosting. This domain comes with the SSL, so you don't need to buy the security. It comes with a free SSL. It comes with a 20 to 30 gig spacing. So you have 30 gig spacing, and I'll be dropping that feature on the group. So you have 20 to 30 gig what's it called, hosting space. You have your domain attached to it, the name. So you just tell me the name, we'll give it to them, and we buy it on your behalf. So you have SSL, free SSL, you have your free domain, you have your hosting and the like. So the package, the offer, the bonus, should I call it a bonus now? The slot rather is only available for 25%. I know we have over 170% on this group. I know we have over 100% on this group, but this is only available for 25%. So it will be very competitive. So don't be surprised if you message me and I tell you that it is no more available. I'm not the owner. I only appeal on your behalf, and I was given only 25 slots. So you just want to be part of this because you know what it will cost you to go and get it on your own. But if you choose to get it on your own, all well and good. Godswealth Academy is by your side to put you through and to show you how you can, set up this domain. Because in the next video, we'll be talking about how you can begin to set up your domain. So after you've been able to purchase it, an information will be sent to you, which is your cPanel information. We'll be talking more about cPanel tomorrow and how you can, start to build your website, install your what's it called, content management system, which is your CMLs, and install all these things. Now that is for the domain and the hosting. Now, if you want to get all the tools we've talked about, the DV theme, you can go online as well to search for it, and you can go and buy. You can just go to DV. You can just search DV theme on the internet. You can just search DV theme on the internet. You see, elegantthemes.com, discount summer, this. You can just type this on the internet. You have access to this page. Then you can make your payments to them. All well and good. And for the Thrive Architect, you can just come to thriveteams.com, and you can easily come and buy it here. Then you'll be able to follow the training. And also the Elementor Pro, you can easily come to the Elementor website, which is elementor.com/pro. So you can come and make the payment. So you have $49 plus $90. That's around $140, right? And that of the DV, which is $70. So that's $40 plus 70, that's $210. And how much is that in total? $210. So we have 210 times 500. Oh, sorry. 210 times 500. So how much is that in total? That's 105,000 naira. Oh, someone is saying this is too much. Can I continue? Sorry there. You can. Just wait. Now, you can choose to go by yourself and go and spend $210 to get all of these. But I'm bringing an offer, another slot to you. I told you that I'm having you in my heart. I have you at heart, and I know what the society is seeing, and I know the passion. I can feel the passion in you to get started immediately. So that is why, while I was doing all of this, I've taken it upon myself to get something I can make available for you. So while I was getting this, I got this of $228, but this can only be used by 25 users. And the same thing with this Elementor Pro. I got this, which is $199. This can only be used by 25 users. The same thing with the DV team as well. Now, the thing is, I'm creating a package for you as well. And this will only be available for 20% because I have taken 5 slots out of these 25. So it's only for the first 20 person, first 20 action taker that will be having access to all of this plugin. Instead of you spending $210, you only be spending just 3,000 naira. So if you need all of this plugin to get started, and you don't want to go spend $210, all you need to do is just to message me and you make a payment of just 3,000 naira and you have access to all of this, and you can use it on different websites. I tell you, because I've gotten the one that has the lifetime access and can be used on different websites, putting you in mind. But it is only available for 20% because it is only 25 users that can use it, and I already picked 5 slot out of it. So it's only available for 20%. So now the two offer is that if you want to get your domain, it is 6,500 domain and hosting. And if you want to get your plugins and themes to get started, it is 3,000 naira. Now I want to do something special only for the first 10%. Only for the first 10%. After it clicks 10, I told you that we are over 100 on this, in this training. And I'm creating this only for the first 10%. The first 10% to take action to get all of this, both the domain, the hosting, and the plugin. You will be having access to all of this. I mean, all of this, all the plugins, all the themes, a complete 1 year access as in domain registration, a complete 1 year hosting package. All for just a token of 7,500 naira. For just a token. So I'll be giving that discount to just 10%. I mean 10%. 10%. When it clicks 10. So maybe in the next 20 to 30 minutes, you may message me, and at the end of the day, you discover that slot is no more available. So for just 10%, for 7,500 naira. When it clicks 10, then you have to get your. So it's not compulsory you get the hosting and domain from us, from the company I'm recommending. It's not compulsory you go on the slot. Yeah, if you have yours before, then you're out of this. It's not compulsory you can get your hosting and domain by yourself and probably come and get the plugin, or you can get the plugin and go and get the hosting and domain by yourself, or you go out there to get all of it by yourself. But all I want is that I want you to follow this training till the end. And if you really follow this training, you will need all of this, and that is why I'm making provision for this. So the only thing I can do is just to create a 10 slot package for just 10%. We will be taking action in the next 24 hours to key to this slot that both the domain, the hosting, and the plugin, you'll be having access to it for just 7,500. So instead of you paying 3,000 naira plus 6,500 naira for the hosting and domain and the plugins, which is 9,500 naira, you're having a discount of 2,000 naira out of it. Then you're paying 7,500 naira, and this is only available for the next 24 hours. We've stayed a long way in this training. We've stayed a long way in this training. I believe the information has been rightfully passed to us, and I believe action takers are going to follow this. Like I say, and as I'm concluding, this is not compulsory. We call this a free training, right? But you can also go out there to get all of this by yourself. But if you want us to hold you by hand, if you want us to, put you through, if you want to follow this training keenly, then you have to get all of these things. If not, the training will only be in your information library. The information's there will only be in your information library, but you won't be able to implement all of this. You already know the reason why you need to get your domain. You already know the reason why you need to get your hosting. You already know the reason why you need to get all of these plugins, and there are a lot of plugins. So what I'm giving to you is not even limited to these 3 plugins. I'll be giving you access to my, library of plugins that you can easily use to do different websites. So you have an hotel website to build. How can you get the plugin? I'll be making provision for you, but it is only available for just 10% because it is only 10% I can accommodate. And it is only 10% I can give room to. So this 10% will only be the serious ones amongst us. I hope you've gotten something. I hope you have been empowered with a measure of information again. So see you in the next video. Till then, remain intelligent all around.